night, capiche. Good 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 night, capiche.
Good night, Kapish. Where we talk about indie trending topic before I put you to bed show on me. Hold on. I forgot one thing. Damn it. Okay. I think I messed up by doing that part, but I will. So, man, we live on Bookface, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, and Rumble. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Some of y'all know I ain't been live on Pack for a while. I'm sorry, been away for a while. But today is Good Night Capiche. This is a special edition because I got Kick Ass Nick and CEO of Racism on at the same time. It's really been going down on the show. Really been topics been coming up, especially with these police cams and stuff, police brutality. Um, I know there's been a lot of things with the wars and every just everybody got something to say about something when it's something to say. So today on the Good Night Capiche show, I got CEO Kick Ass, and we're just gonna randomly talk about open topics, nothing too serious or maybe too serious. I'm not sure, but hell, this is a conversation for our conversations because I just have a funny feeling that this is going to lead down one of those rabbit holes, and
Not a rabbit hole.
away we go. First of all, CEO of Racism, you know what to do. Tell these people where they can find you, what you've been up to, and so on and so on.
Money Demon on YouTube. X's are replaced with, or O's are replaced with X's.
Interesting. We starting off interesting already. What the hell does that mean?
The way it's spelled, the
Oh,
O's are replaced with X's.
okay. I misheard you. My bad. So what you been up to, Money Demon? What's been on your news feed lately?
Chaperone killed a small child.
Chaperones kills a small child?
Mm-hmm.
Who's chaperone?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
It was crazy. She just shot this little girl in the face at a restaurant.
Where at?
In Puerto Rico.
Okay, that's not similar to the story that I've been hearing about mo- some mother killing their daughter over. I don't know. I've been hearing weird stories, but you know, hello,
Hi.
welcome, Nene. So, like I said, this is the Good Night Capiche where we're gonna be openly, randomly talking about whatever. Um, Nene, I just want to ask you a quick question. What kind of news feeds have you been hearing of stories that come across your news feed?
You said news.
News story, something that caught your eye that came across your news feed.
Oh, the one about the little girls. There's been so much. You want me to? I do true crime though, so it's not something that you
Mm.
really talk about over here.
Okay,
True crime.
now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of people that has been asking me to bring true crime to this page. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. Um, that's hard for me to do because I really don't have no interest in that. I mean, it don't really interest me. So I guess to start this off, kind of switching the subject is what makes true crime so interesting for y'all?
That it'd be like,
Isn't true
it,
crime the same as like these body cam videos you've been watching?
Not
almost,
technically.
No.
but
Not technically.
but the true
Okay.
crime, they just dive so deep, and sometimes the story don't even make sense. Like, have y'all ever heard of the Idaho 4? Nene, have you heard that?
Of course.
Right. But see, they haven't heard of it.
But see, it's different. Body cam is before the actual, like, it's the police coming after the fact. True crime goes all the way from the incident to the trial.
So you got. I'm also guessing that these stories are way more interesting than
Yeah.
the body cam
Oh, for
incidents.
sure.
Instead of like someone running a red light and things escalating, this is like going deep into a crime, right?
Yeah, you get all the evidence, everything behind it. When you look at a footage camera, it only shows so much.
But yet again, a true crime is either it's solved or it's unsolved. So you know what I'm saying. You have way more footage. I believe yesterday's footage out of all footage left a lot of
Questions?
questions
Yeah.
unsolved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do want to deep dive into that, but I do kind of want to save that for Thursday to go back into the deep diving of that because yet again, I would have thought I would never ever see police officers move a dead body. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of a crime.
But
I
a
just
lot of times that happens and people don't know that there's a lot of evidence get moved. That does happen a lot.
but okay, maybe true. It may does happen a lot, but yet again, like I said on that show right there, I'm under the influence that yet again the police officers broke a crime, broke the law. And you know what I'm saying? Yet again, I may be wrong. I really hope that one of my resources does get a hold of that and break it down because I needs to know. I need to know. And if I had to go over it and then ask, you know what I'm saying, with AI to break it down, you know, I might have to. Ooh, that's an interesting look at it too.
I'm telling you, well, true crime is, man, you can just watch a little video and just, bro, that shit is lit. Because some of it don't make sense. Like the Idaho 4, they saying this
That
one dude,
made no sense.
they saying this one dude killed 4 people with a knife in like 3 minutes
Hmm.
or even less.
And a
You know,
two-story house.
in a 2-story house
Yeah.
with 6 total people in there, 4 people died, 2 survivors that didn't even get touched, but they didn't call the police for 12 hours
Seen the
type shit.
dude and left.
Yeah,
Watched him
seen the dude.
leave.
Yeah,
It didn't do anything for 12 hours.
and didn't do anything for 12 hours. Then when the call was leaked, the actual police phone call that the roommates had made, it was like, oh, our roommates are unconscious. They're not moving. But in reality, the roommates have been killed with a knife. So like organs hanging out and shit. But that don't make sense to what the roommates called and said. Like they're unconscious. Like they just, you know,
So y'all looking at a dead body with guts and liver and everything
right.
hanging out, and all y'all did was call the police, well, the ambulance, whoever. The
So I
opposite.
got a question. What happened with the roommates that survived then, or
Nothing.
survived
Nothing.
nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing. And everybody was questioning them, like, you seen the dude leave in a mask, you know what his eyebrows look like, you waited 12 hours to call, and nothing happened.
Hold on, school campus?
No, no, no.
No, it's off school campus.
Off campus. It happened in 2022, was it?
I don't think it was that long ago. Let me look.
So off school campus, but still near school ground.
Yes, yes. They were all college students. They all went to the college in Idaho.
20 what?
I want to say November 2022.
I'm about to look it
22?
up. I'm about to look it up.
There could be loopholes. Cameras
And
might
then
not.
they, before the trial, which he ended up taking a plea, but before the trial, they demolished the house, which
They
made
demolished
no sense.
demolished the house.
Yeah.
Who went on trial?
The
The
dude who
guy that
killed
they,
him.
the patsy, the fall guy.
The fallout. So a suspect
Hey,
went on trial. We're
Yeah.
not even sure if he's the real. What's it called? I'm assuming.
right.
I mean, we didn't see the trial. There was no trial, so there was no way for us to actually determine if he was or not,
Because he just took a plea deal.
because he just took a plea deal.
That's nuts. That whole case
That
is
is
nuts.
crazy. And these were just like regular, what, college students?
Apparently, he was stalking one of the girls.
That's
Who
the
knows?
story.
That's the story,
they-
but we never seen the evidence because it didn't go to trial.
Huh. Who are these people related to? Like, were the
I wouldn't
kids
say they,
like related?
They not related to like no. It's not like that. It's just the whole situation is strange.
Hmm.
But they don't really have no evidence on him.
We don't know, honestly. From what I understand,
What
there
they-
was a lot, but we wouldn't know because it didn't go to trial. November 13, 2022.
So, I wonder how legally that works. Like, is a case just closed if someone says that they did it?
Pretty much.
That can't be how it legally works.
No, I mean-
That's
That's-
crazy.
Yeah, if somebody takes a plea deal. That means
Yeah.
somebody's taking.
They take
Right.
responsibility.
Right.
So,
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
it's
like the
also-
entirety of the case is shut. Like,
Yeah.
there's no like.
Unless
there might be someone
unless
else
there's
involved.
Nope.
Unless you get new evidence to bring up a case.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Anonymous call, a leak tip,
or he can still
a
appeal.
confession out of a new suspect.
No,
But
he can still appeal.
but
That's what-
usually though,
Oh,
but
yeah, he can appeal.
usually though, when you take a plea, you're admitting.
Well,
So there's no reason to, unless they have more
Why
than
would
one
you take a-
person,
why
more
would
than
you
one
take a plea deal
suspect.
to try to go back to court.
Because if I take a plea deal and I know I didn't do it, if we go back to court, maybe I can get some evidence to prove that I didn't do it. Because none of the evidence was released.
But if
You
you take a
know-
plea deal, you're admitting you're admitting you did it.
Allowed to go to court if you do not understand your court case. That's illegal to take you to court and you do not understand why you've been brought to court.
You have to they have to give people mental health evaluations to make sure that they're not incompetent.
So that's a loophole. But I need you to be able to like.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a defense attorney know all the loopholes.
That's a costly case to be taking a case for what reason? That you know you're going.
The whole case is strange. How everything happened is what they tell it is strange.
Yeah, it's definitely stuff busy.
But see, usually when you take a plea deal, you have to give a confession of some sort. And it's written on black and white. So and something like that. And I've never seen the court documentation, so I can't speak on it.
Interesting.
because
That's
Messiah
good.
Harris was a big one, and the court documentation for that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a big story when it first came out, but I couldn't believe. I'm like, what? Who did what? Done?
Hmm.
Hmm.
The fact that y'all remember, I guess it was big because
Oh
I
yeah.
don't remember none of that shit. Where yet again, like I said, some cases like that though.
I know all the true crime, bro.
Me too.
And then I'm strolling on YouTube, just a stroll on cold cases, just cold cases. And another reason why I want to do this is because none of this footage to even like break down, I'm able to use. So that means I
Right.
would really go out here and go get evidence and stuff and probably use more of X to even show anything. So I won't get copyrighted.
Mm.
You don't get paid for YouTube. You could show it.
So you don't get an email when you do stuff wrong. You don't get strikes.
I mean, you'll get copyrighted, but that's not a strike. Well,
I
what are you
said, do
trying to
you get
react to? Are you
copywritten? You get copywritten. What's called, and I asked, do you get strikes? Because I know those are separate.
what? What? Sorry, what's the question?
Do you get copywritten infringements? Because I think that's what they use. And also, do you get strikes on your channel when you do something that they don't like?
I don't understand your question.
Never mind. I love it when you play Rudolph the Reindeer.
Like, do you get strikes on your channel when you
He
break the
don't. Obviously, he
rules?
don't. He don't care. So I just left it at that.
Quiet Colorado town in the snow when police dig up a backyard that's been hiding a secret for 19 years. Inside, they find the remains of a young couple who vanished in 2006. But here's the part that shattered everyone. The killer wasn't a stranger. It was the man who'd been leading the local search for them all those years. The
Mm.
same man comforting families, giving interviews, and raising money for justice. Turns out, he was living with their ghosts, literally. What investigators found in his basement left even seasoned detectives in tears, because what he kept there wasn't just trophies, it was a shrine to his victims, to his guilt, to his obsession. And when they finally opened that last locked room, they realized this man hadn't just fooled a town, he'd fooled his own soul. Click the link below to see how they uncovered the darkest secret Colorado had ever buried. Subscribe.
I don't know what that was.
Well, that's
That
not
was a
uncommon though.
that's a little story about a town in Colorado. I just thought it up, bring it up just to see if it spark a conversation because yet again, a man who takes a whole town on a goose chase is
That's not
another.
uncommon. That's not uncommon though.
Yeah.
Believe
That's
it or
not.
not, the person who usually does some crazy stuff like that is the person that shows up at the funerals too.
They say most people do the crime. I always go
They
back to the
still
crime.
very and they also stay very close.
I'm gonna say this. When I was young, I did a lot of crimes. I ain't never went back to the crime scene.
It's different
I
though.
ain't never went back, and I did some terrible things. I ain't never killed nobody or harmed nobody, but never went back to the crime scene.
They
So you
always
never
do though.
Yet again, I think your crime compared to
murder
these cases is
compared to murder, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that could be true.
Because to murder somebody in most of these cases, most, not all, but in most of these cases, it's a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to literally kill you. You know, I went out of my way to not have a life to get rid of you. And in the case of this guy went through months, years, raising money. You know what I'm saying?
Leading searches, knowing exactly where they were is insane.
It's. I mean, what y'all want me to say?
Oh, that be
Have,
money.
have
What
any
you?
of you guys heard of the movie The Poughkeepsie Tapes?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
it's a good movie. It's like it's a mockumentary, but it's a horror mockumentary of a serial killer that kills a bunch of different people. I don't know. If you guys haven't seen it, then it won't make sense the way I describe it. But if you guys like true crime, I think you would like
You know,
that movie.
I don't mean to sound crazy or nothing, and don't call the police on me. When I was younger, I used to think I can be a serial killer.
I think anyone thinks that they could do that shit.
But why though? Why though? I don't think because I want to kill people. I just feel like majority of people are dumb. We just seen the dude he let the whole town on a goose chase.
I honestly, I think there's a like I think that most people are smart enough to do it. It's always like the small slip ups that get you caught, you know? It's either that or like the guilt of doing some shit like that get you caught.
I mean, because most serial killers fall under like basically two categories. Either I was told no, or I was sexually abused.
Or they're psychopaths.
Or they're psychopaths.
Psychopath still falls under what led me to become a psychopath because I was told no, or I was sexually abused.
But being a psychopath is not that's a mental health thing. That's not a being told or being abused. Those are it could have an effect on their psyche, but it doesn't that's a whole mental thing.
And I'm saying yes, but what triggers and what what leads a person down these roads of destruction of crime? When I have, because I mean, I did a little research, and most of them be talking about sexual abuse or was told no.
I don't know. I don't know the numbers on that. I don't know the numbers on that.
I get it, but I'm just saying, with you look up cases and when you look at the interviews where they talk to the people.
Oh, I watch true crime. I've seen them all the interviews of the serial killers, all of them. The most interesting one is the Zodiac killer, but it was killing what he was
They
killing
got it.
motherfuckers all on the West Coast in the '70s or some shit.
Have you seen the movie?
Of course, I've seen all of them.
I watched like the beginning of the movie. I need to go back and watch the full movie.
Man, watch that shit. That shit is lit, bro. That's
I
one of the
don't know.
most infamous cases.
We're talking
That's
about
what I
stuff in the
saw.
70s. Y'all know this stuff is going on right now, right?
You know Ted Cruz is actually the Zodiac killer?
Yeah, I heard that conspiracy. Ted Cruz is actually the Zodiac.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the conspiracy theory. I just think it's funny.
I can say why they think that though.
That's just one. They don't really think that.
I mean, they have to. If it's a conspiracy.
It's
I
more
think
of a conspiracy joke.
I think Donald Trump like said it once, and everyone's just been running with that joke.
Yeah, it's more like a conspiracy joke.
Cause I'm saying, won't this man be damn near close to 90 or some shit by now?
Tom Cruise? Ain't no way.
I'm talking about the actual Zodiac.
The Zodiac killer. Oh yeah. I don't. That's a strange.
Well, when it happened in like the 70s?
I want to say 70s and 80s.
70, 80, but that was a grown so-called man.
Yeah, allegedly it was just a guy in San Francisco just killing people, bro, for no reason. And he start taunting them.
So if he was grown in the 70s, 80s, 90s, to early 2000s, mid 2000s.
It was between 1968 and 1969.
Oh, see. Oh, yeah. That man's pretty,
But he started taunting them, writing letters to the newspaper, and they
I
published
mean, I
it.
get it. I get it.
That's
The
definitely,
dude in
yeah.
London did the same thing.
So it could have been Ted Cruz.
Uh,
Ted Cruz had to be in his 80s and 90s.
I don't think so. If it was done in late 80s, say Ted Cruz was like,
she said
She
60.
just says
It was
60.
69 and between 68,
oh,
age
my
of
bad.
69.
I misheard then. My bad.
That boy on drugs over there.
But I think the whole conspiracy behind that was it was probably more than one person doing it. That's what they think.
I mean, that went on for years.
It went on for a long time.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? For Son to come on months and then who had a predecessor just like the Hannibal movie. Yeah, I'm just using Hannibal movie as an example because you know the Hannibal had people copycat. So, you know, I can see how we can sit up here and say like, yeah, he probably had a copycat. You know, you had at least one or two copycats.
I think I might be crazy. Because on top of not on top of the serial killer, I used to be so like I used to watch so many documentaries on cults.
That interests me still to this day, and I have no interest in being in a cult. So, like a
But
Nature
it's
Boys
just
But
cult,
let
that's
people,
crazy.
but let other people say a cult is easily to be formed and easily to be met. Some
yeah,
people think religion.
it's a cult.
Yeah,
To a degree, it is. To a degree, it is a certain style of how they do the religion thing. Yeah.
So if you claim a Democrat or Republican, you might as well say you're in a
they could use that. To be
Yeah.
honest, though,
No,
okay then.
that's true. That's true too. Any little label you put on yourself or that society's put on anybody can be a
I
cult.
think
Anything.
I think if you deepen any political line, then you in a cult.
You cultivate it.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. Cults are deep because it's like anything could be a cult, man.
I don't think so. Not necessarily. I just said all that stuff just to be on
It,
some bullshit because I think y'all on some bullshit.
nah, but
what?
it's not necessarily saying like we coming in it for it to be a cult. It's how the people who follow us would make it the cult. The followers, on me.
I'm not gonna argue with that part.
To me, the followers is what make it a cult because how they defend it and you know what I'm saying. No matter what it is.
I want to look up this
Ah,
definition
bro.
real quick.
All right, can you put it up to the speak so we hear it? What cult?
Yeah, I want to look up the definition of what is a cult. No, and I'm not using my phone, so I can't put it up to the speaker.
I can
You want to do it,
if you want me to do it.
please?
Come on, Gemini, where the hell you at?
Is she taking too long?
What is a cult? Definition.
So, a cult is generally defined as a social group with beliefs and practices that are seen as unusual or extreme by most people. They often have a strong devotion to a leader or a goal, and sometimes pretty controlling practices. Is there a particular context you're thinking about?
Nope, that's exactly what I needed to know.
Money, would you agree with that definition?
Yeah, I agree with the definition.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, so name a cult that defines that definition.
Black Lives Matter.
MAGA.
Black Lives Matter, and to a certain degree, MAGA. I'll give you that. To a certain degree, yeah. I'll give you that.
And
But
I got
I
one.
think there's a clear difference between Black Lives Matter and MAGA. Black
What's the
Lives
What's the
difference?
Matter
difference?
doesn't have a Black Lives Matter doesn't have an upfront leader.
It doesn't have an upfront
Huh?
leader.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't
them,
have a
so them
leader.
three black
George Floyd. I
lesbian?
thought George Floyd was the leader.
No, George Floyd
No,
wasn't.
George Floyd.
no.
Them three. So them three black lesbian ladies
I mean, I get what he's saying.
that raised all the
I
money.
don't think anybody knows who those lesbian ladies are.
Right, right. I agree.
Because I
I
don't
can't
know who
compare.
those lesbian ladies are.
Like I
I
know who you're
disagree.
talking about, but I don't know their names.
I definitely don't know their names because I don't give a shit about them because they stole all that money from the black community. So I don't want to know their names. I'm glad they got sued. I'm glad they went through the lawsuits. I'm glad they lost everything they lost. And that money shit actually went to something positive. But where did it go?
So basically, they finesse.
They
They
did and
finesse.
bought a whole bunch of $1 million homes and everything else with the money that they raised.
Well, based off the principles of Black Lives Matter, I would have finessed their ass too.
But you the cult leader, finessing the people.
Off their principles, I'm finessing them too. Off their principles, I'll do
So
that.
you told the black community, I don't like police officers, I don't like the government, I don't like Trump, I don't like officers, I don't like this.
I wouldn't tell them that.
Let me finish. We told the people all this. We marched in these streets. We burned the city down. We did all that for me to turn around and do exactly what they were doing to the people in the first place.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that the government stole from the black people, the government took from the black people, um, won't give them reparations, and can't raise money for the black people. Shit, heck. So then Black Lives Matter says, shit, I can raise money for the black people, but I won't give it to you. I can march for the black people, but it won't be for you. I'll be at every thing that makes me look like I'm for the blacks, when the blacks, because of this, like, oh my God, propaganda. This happen every day, but on this certain case, this okay. So yet again, you did exactly what the media and everybody said that the white man does, or MAGA does, or Trump is all about taking from the black. He's racist. He doesn't care about us niggas. Boss, we need to lead this plantation because Trump ain't doing nothing for us. I can't even tote a gun out here because ICE might think I'm from another country.
or you can't tote a gun because you're a felon. You know?
Guns, turbo. Felonies, tote more guns than law abiding. What? But you know, CEO racism doesn't have nothing to say. It's just amazing to me. I'm
No, he
like,
just
yeah, all
listening.
the
He just listening. That's all.
I'm expecting to hear all you niggas need to be back on the farm, pitting cotton.
To a certain degree, I would say that. I mean, to a certain degree.
It just amazes me why I don't hear this. Like, how can you be CEO of racism and not be with MAGA?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, let's. How can you be CEO?
This
of
motherfucker, you Capiche, just be yapping, bro. Yapping about what? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna make this real simple. I'm gonna do what I tell people I hate them to do to me, and I'm gonna do it to you. Since you're the CEO of racism, why aren't you a Trump supporter?
What the fuck is going on?
Cat got your tongue?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
Do you
I'm
think
not gonna
Trump-
lie, whatever the fuck you was saying was so fucking retarded. I just took my headphones off. I didn't catch like half of what you were talking about. I'm
And
lost,
that's good.
bro.
So I asked you one question. Can you answer that one question?
What is going on?
Answer the one question.
What the fuck?
What we playing, Jason?
Hold on, Nick. Can you explain what he's talking
No,
about?
no, 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 no,
What's
no,
your
no,
name?
no, 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 no,
CEO
no, no,
of
no,
racism.
no. I'm playing reindeer games, and you said, what's the title? I mean, CEO of racism, right? I just asked you one question, CEO of racism. If you're CEO of racism, why aren't you a Trump supporter? For the fifth time, me asking. And I know what you're talking about. The bitch I didn't turn my headphones down, and that doesn't listen to me. I wasn't doing that. The bitch is retarded. You should be on a little yellow bug going.
What the fuck?
Okay.
You're the CEO of racism.
Okay.
Why aren't you a Trump supporter? For the sixth time asking.
I don't know. Should I?
I'm just asking a question.
No.
Are we from Star Wars now? Yeah. Still ask the question. Why?
Why aren't you a Trump supporter?
If I'm the CEO of racism, I don't know, man.
Is Trump racist?
I don't think so. I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't know.
Is this guy racism? Is he a real CEO of racism? I'm a little lost there. I'm a little curious. Let me. You know what? Let me sip my water.
I don't even follow politics. I mean, I follow politics, but I don't really be watching.
I just asked a simple question. I just, thought it would be like, no, I'm not a Trump supporter. Just real simple. And the reason why I'm still racist is because I'm whatever. Because I can't answer for you because I can't think for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm trying to get you with a gotcha or like I know how you're going to answer because I don't, because I'm not you. But I was just curious because I went on that long rant and I just thought about some things. I was putting some things together in my head and I came up with this question. And no, we're not going to get off the question until you answer it because I just feel like being an asshole like that.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man.
I'm just asking you.
Stop, shut up, please. Can someone please explain what the fuck I'm missing? What is going on here?
You're missing that you can't answer one question. And
Nene, can you explain what's going on?
Why are you not a Trump supporter if you're racist?
Why am I not a Trump supporter if I'm racist?
Yeah.
Are we being serious?
He was asking you a I think he was being serious.
Kapish, do you think that I'm really claiming to be racist?
I would love to answer that once you answer my question first. And I will promise you I will answer that question.
Well, first of all, I'm not racist, Kapish.
Wow, he's not racist. He answered the question. Cool. Okay. Do I think you're racist? CEO of racism? No, I do not think you're racist.
Okay.
But you came up here with it And we were going through this rant. We're talking about cold cases, and then Black Lives Matter. You said MAGA. I was like, MAGA, Trump racist.
No,
see
How
how
long
racist-
has this been? This has been 12 minutes of this. Okay, capiche.
no. So you think MAGA a cult?
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
so-
what the definition would say, absolutely, both parties are cult-like.
I agree.
I disagree.
I'd say kind of, sort of, but there's a difference. There's a difference with, I guess, the left in general, because the left is not defined at all. And I would say the same with Republicans, but when I'm saying MAGA, I'm narrowing it down to MAGA. MAGA hits every single spot of being a cult. They got a leader and they follow whatever ideology is that day of that leader. With Democrats, it's different. You got like liberal centrists, you got Democrat Party Democrats, you got Marxists, you got fucking socialists. They're like, it's very different, and they don't necessarily have their leaders unless it's some shit like a just flat out Marxist. So I wouldn't necessarily just label Democrat or the Democrat Party as a cult.
So when Obama was in office, his followers wasn't cult like.
No, you know how much shit he got from his own side?
I don't know. I voted.
If you look back, he got so much shit for his handling of immigration and locking kids in cages and shit.
Yeah, he got. He should get shit for that.
Yeah, and he
No, he
got
should
shit
get
for the wars in the Middle East.
Man, fuck all the foreign shit. I'm talking about the shit that affect the people who voted for him.
Yeah, but I think that there's a clear difference from people that voted for Barack Obama because they gave him shit when it was due. The difference is MAGA.
Did his people give him shit? Did his color, did his kind, did his peoples, or did more of his ancestors give him more of shit, backlash?
His what?
Listen,
Listen,
Jason. When he was running, bro, I lived in Chicago. That shit was definitely cult-like. Trust
Listen, I agree with you that the black community hyped him up. That it was strange, obviously, but I think that that's not necessarily maybe, I guess, but I think that's still different from MAGA. Where MAGA is built off of like ideologies and their leader.
Now, I will agree with him right there. I agree with him right there. There is definitely difference when Barack Obama and his movement compared to MAGA. Yeah, big difference.
Well, I'll ask this question: what movement did Barack Obama have? Like, is there a clear defined Barack Obama movement?
I would say in a positive way, yes.
Okay.
And that was getting the black community woken up to actually politics, period. Actually wanting to look into it and invest. Because before then, I can say pretty much, to be honest with you, we were asleep to the fucking wheel. It really didn't matter what person Democrat really got in office. They didn't care. It really didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Barack Obama on up, you know what I'm saying? The conversation started getting back into the homes because nobody talking about politics in homes. That wasn't an everyday conversation.
I'll I'll say this. I think what had happened was with the black community, I guess, what had happened was they started paying attention because they saw a black man in office. And when he went out of office and it was Donald Trump and then Joe Biden and all that, they just saw white people back in office again. And a majority of them stopped paying attention, or they stayed with the anti-establishment view and went over to MAGA because that's what was the anti-establishment movement.
I like that answer. I like that answer.
Or I'm saying because they still
No,
vote like
no, I get.
80% Democrat, but they, as far as really paying attention, they've stopped paying attention again.
I like that answer. Yeah. I don't think they. No, I think Obama did the opposite of what y'all saying.
You crazy.
I think it just made people more dumber. I think it just slowed them down. I think it slowed them down because ain't no way they put Joe Biden in office. Ain't no way y'all got smarter.
I think that there's a level of politics that people actually have to pay attention to when they're
No,
in
it ain't.
politics, and there's a level where we started getting more and more people that don't know shit about politics into politics. And I guess it started with Barack Obama and then it went into Trump. And 2020 happened and everyone just fucking got into politics. And now we got a bunch of retards that don't know nothing about politics into politics and giving their opinions about politics. Like me.
I'm saying,
But yet again,
that's cool though.
when y'all say that, at a point of time, there was nobody talking about it. I rather, and this is just me being honest. This is me being honest. I rather for you to be talking about it, have some interest of it, than be nonchalant of it at all. Like it don't affect you. Like fuck that shit. I'd
Well,
rather.
I
Go
I
ahead.
see a problem with it because people still vote the same way. It's how they're feeling in the current environment is how
True.
people are going to vote. They see gas prices up, they're going to vote for the party that's not in office right now. That's basically the way voting goes. It doesn't matter how much people are talking about it. They're just looking at, well, are my groceries a little too expensive? Fuck it. I don't want another Republican or Democrat, whoever's currently in office right now. That's really
So,
just the way the voting system works. It doesn't matter how much we talk about it. It's just the
so
way people feel.
yeah, that is true. So can we all agree that the whole system is just retarded?
No.
The whole
No,
system is just retarded.
I
No.
agree.
No. 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 Because if it was up to you, you would go back to
Nick, don't let him
caveman.
bully you like that.
No, let him talk. What are you saying?
If it was up to you, I said it. You would go back to caveman.
Not necessarily.
Necessarily. I have heard you talk.
No,
I have heard you speak.
yeah, but I'm not saying we have to go to like primitive minded. We just need to go to more community based living. We need to know our neighbors. We need to know the people on our. We need to start making our block. You know what I'm saying? Making our neighborhood safe, our community, our county, city, state, and there. That's what we need to learn how to do. We relying on people to make decisions for us. We send our kids to war, but they in the same room talking. Thought we don't like each other. They making these decisions for us. We need to take that back. You feel me? I ain't saying we got to be acting crazy. We need to make it civilized. Of course, we need police. You feel me?
I agree. And I think that there's also a big problem with people not paying attention to their local politics. I think there's a huge emphasis on the higher politics when most of the groundwork of like what's going on in your community is really just uh like who is the mayor right now, right? I think it's a good thing that people paid attention to the New York mayoral race because it had actually people looking at their local politicians. You know, mayor is like almost as low as you could get of paying attention to what's going on in your community, and
But
I think that's a
even
good thing.
but if y'all go look at those numbers whenever y'all get a chance, those numbers in voting has increased since Obama because more people have got in. Even if they've grown in feelings, what? The more people that got out and vote, what's it called? Now you got people out there literally talking about, hey, I think people should stop voting. Certain people need not to be voting. You got my boy up here, CEO Raisin, talking about dumbass. I don't want the dumbass people voting.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
like I don't
Okay.
talk politics, and everybody knows that. But I feel like when people look at the picture of everybody so worried about it, all starts. It's true. It all starts with local, and I think that's where we all need to. If we want our communities to be better, we have to focus on our communities. We need to vote for the people in our communities. Because when you take it, it just becomes some big thing, right? We go president, whatever. That's all great and fine and dandy. But it all starts in order to get your communities right, you have to vote your community.
So it sounds like to me, when it comes to certain parts of the community, we need to stop voting people that come from out of town. You came out of town, you like the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You grow apart, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to do something. You rolled up your sleeve and you ran for office. That needs to stop. You need more people that's more grounded, you know what I'm saying? Southern root. But then more I say that and more I agree with y'all that I just hear like, okay, whatever. But I see a lot of negative stuff.
And if you want change, you can start a change. You just gotta start pay for it. People don't want to talk about it, but it's true.
I mean, you gotta, man. Cause it's crazy. It's basically like we just,
So what's the number one thing you changing?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know how you change. I don't know, but okay. You want to change? I don't know. What's the number one thing you want to change? CEO racism.
Within what?
Right.
Period. Unlike
Period?
In your
What,
community.
countrywide, my personal community, someone else's personal community? What are you asking me?
In your community, what would you like to
In
change?
my community,
Yeah.
I would like for them to stop using or have a better control of the pesticides that they're using on the crops and the farmland in my community, because the cancer rates in Iowa are ridiculous, and it's because of the pesticides that they use on the crops.
That's
And
what you.
they've
That's what
and
you were
they've
saying. I'm just fucking.
yeah. Yeah, cancer rates are ridiculous.
Damn.
The cancer rates in Iowa are the highest in the country because of the pesticides, and allowing the pesticides from farmland to run off into the water that goes into our drinking supply.
You know what? I would probably change how our kids are taught, how the youth is taught, how they are taught,
The school system.
something like that. Whatever you want to say it, but
The
how they're
school
taught.
system.
Because I think if we can teach people young enough, we can start building our own communities faster. I always use this example: 6 friends, everybody learn a trade. Literally, we can build our own house. Literally, if everybody know a different trade.
Now that was one thing you want to change in your community.
No, I want to change this everywhere. I think common sense needs to be brought back because common sense isn't so common these days.
Okay.
In my community, you want to know what I want done in my community? I want them to get these people help. I don't think having people when they did what they did out here and had everybody, they decriminalized everything and did all this crazy stuff. So we gonna help you, but they didn't help nobody. Just let them stay outside, do what they do. I think that they need to offer people help. I think when they did that, it kind of set our city up for failure, and we haven't been able to get back to where we were before they did all that nonsense.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime you're watching this, all I want to say to y'all is good night, Kapash.